new era for American cricket began in 2021.
There he goes into a dive! What a catch!
The rise of cricket was celebrated across the country. Now, with big wickets and even bigger hits, the stars of minor league cricket are back and better than ever.
Primus goes huge!
Don't miss the nation's largest league competing for the biggest prize in American cricket. The Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship returns June 25th.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
Check, check.
Welcome to Broward County Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They'll be hosting the 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Twitter and Sunoco. A match between the Raptors against the host Fort Lauderdale Lions. Morrisville Raptors, they have won the toss and decided to bat first. Decided to bowl first, rather. And their lineup: Vinay Kumar, Ibrahim Bolasetti, Padke, Aditya Padala, Dane Pete, Siva Kumar, Jikar, Sanjay Stanley, Laru Malantha, Colin Archibald, and Vivek Narayan. That'll make up the Raptors. So just to make sure, just got the word that the Raptors, who won the toss, actually changed and decided to bat first. Initially there was a bowling, and now they changed to batting. So they will take first strike. The Fort Lauderdale, who bowled first yesterday, so who batted first yesterday against the Atlanta Fire, will bowl first. And here's the Fort Lauderdale Lions. Their lineup today will be Omari Williams, Adam Sanford, Christopher Lamar, Dean Moore, Elton Tubb, Javel Glenn, Kiras Kumar, Roy Silva, Shoaib Saeed, Yujval Vinakota, and Masood Mohammed will make up the 11 for the Lions. Florida Lions got a chance to play yesterday, but they lost heavily to Atlanta Fire, who also won their second game earlier today against Orlando Galaxy. Opening bowling, phones, just like yesterday, Adam Sanford. He'll be opening the bowling for the Lions. And the batters will be Nana Rohan Padke. He'll take first strike. And Oba Spinar. Actually, check that, not Oba Spinar. It's the Lahiru Milantha will be on the non-strikers end. So Padke will take first strike from Sanford. Just to remind everyone, this is a T20. There is a power play, 6 overs, 2 fielders outside the fielding restrictions. And the fielders of choice, the areas of that will be a deep square leg and a third man for Sanford, who will be bowling from the commentary end. Here's the first delivery. Sanford to Padke. Full and Padke. It goes to Morrisville Raptors. Well, this is their first season. Last season, Morrisville Cardinals with the team from North Carolina switched. The Cardinals have dropped out and the Raptors have stepped in. Their captain, Dane Pete, who is in the lineup today, is from South Africa. Played 9 test matches. And Sadin to Padke. And he's backing across and it's well bowled by Sanford. It hit the seam just enough to have Padke in trouble. Perfect line, perfect length. And a bit of nerves for the newcomers. Dane Pete, South African, 9 tests played. He's an all-rounder. He bats and bowls off spin. Sanford to Padke. The ball tries to pull it away. Got the shoulder of the bat. No run. Sanford had an up and down spell yesterday against Atlanta Fire. Bright moments. But certainly got roughed up by Rakeem Cornwall, whom scored 6 runs in the opening 5 overs. Nothing like today though. Rakeem Cornwall followed up that act 93-run performance in just over 40 balls. Is Sanford to Padgett. And he's cross and punches it to cover. Yesterday's second game got rained out. It was supposed to be Morrisville's versus Orlando Galaxy. So after some immense heat early on today with Atlanta Fire and Orlando Galaxy, we're getting those overcast conditions in Fort Lauderdale. We're hoping the rain stays away today so we can complete our second broadcast. Toyota 2022 Minor League Championship entered by Sunico. Slight fielding position change as the gully moves from regular cover position cover and an extra cover. Sanford to Padgett. A short delivery and no appeal, but that had to have been half an inch away from the outside edge. Great short delivery by Sanford. The bounce was tremendous. Sanford goes back to his mark, can start the first over power play if he gets a dot ball. And give glove onto it. First run of today, and it comes from the glove of Padgett. So after one over, it's 1 for none.
1, 2, 3.
Second match on this doubleheader, and the siren has gone off, and the players have to come inside and await the official decision of how long. So stay tuned. We will let you all know as we get some more information on when play will resume after the lightning siren just went off between the Morrisville Raptors, the Fort Lauderdale Lions. Welcome back to Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Toyota 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunico. So, with lightning in the area, play was suspended for just about an hour. A fantastic first over by Adam Sanford, netting just one run from his first 6 deliveries. Morrisville Raptors will join us back into the wickets in only moments. But the big news is the match has been reduced to 14 over per team. No longer is it a 20 over match. It is now 14 overs, 1-4 per team. So with 1 over already in the books, the Raptors from North Carolina are going to have 13 overs to now score as many runs as they can. And of course, prevent the line there 14 overs to reach that target. Ryan Davis, wherever you're watching Minor League Cricket USA, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. So Sanford bowling that fantastic over. We will find out shortly who will be bowling the second. So we have the left-arm orthodox Christopher Lamont. Had a pretty tidy spell yesterday against Atlanta Fire. All-rounder by trait. He will be bowling from the far end. The northern end, as you would say. So after a slight brush of lightning in the area, Broward County is ready for cricket yet again. Overcast conditions, perfect for the fielders. So Rohan Padke, who had a torrid first over against Adam Sanford, he faced all 6 deliveries, got a single on the last, which means Lantha, partner in crime, has not faced the delivery as yet. So Padke checking the field out. Only 2 men outside the circle. A deep mid wicket and a long on. Lamont to Padke. And he turns it around and gets piece of it. And that's going to be 4. Let's see if the fielder can get it. Sanford giving chase. He does. Adam Sanford saves it. And they come back for 3. Score 4 without loss now. Just to give you an idea, Adams bowled that first over and just ran that ball down. He is 46 years of age. The man from Dominica played for the West Indies. 46 years old. And I tell you what, he ran faster than I would when I was 26 years old. Credit to Adam Sanford. Lamont, it's going to come left arm over the wicket to the left-handed Melantha. So for protection Lamont, he has a long on and mid-wicket to cover anything on the line. Offside is very... Melantha can lift up. And Melantha rocks back and it's through point, and that can go all the way. It does. Just a shot. And Melantha's very first delivery hits a bounce. Can't fall Lamont too much. Just bring eyes and eye coordination through point. Cover this time, 4 runs. This time short, and Melantha, same result. Last shot, a cut through point. This time on the back foot and just lifted it over cover. So third delivery, 2 fours in succession. This one pushed through mid-on. Easy single. They're asking for 2 and they're going to get it. A bit of untidy feeling by Fort Lauderdale Lions, and Padke gets back safely. So 2 runs from a sort of a defensive push to mid-on, and he is very much there. Check that, the scoreboards corrected the information. It's 1 run from that single. So 12 runs in the opening 4 deliveries. Punched and they get 1, taking on the fielders. Morrisville Raptors. So Melantha, the left-hander, versus left-hander Lamont. And Lamont torrid first couple of deliveries. 13 in the over. And he's driven this one back down the ground, but mid-off does well to stop it. No runs. So 2 overs, 14 without loss. Just to remind our viewers, because of the lightning delay, this matches to 14 over per side. So with 2 overs gone, 12 overs remaining in the Morrisville Raptors inning. And it's the former medium pacer, Adam Sanford, coming back in, had a fantastic opening over from the commentary end. Usually bowlers prefer to bowl from the northern end, the far end, coming down the hill. But Sanford was accurate and had some movement as well. Sanford to Padke. First ball of the 3rd over. And it's driven past to mid-off, and they're going to go after the single. They've been forcing the fielders to be accurate, whether it comes straight to them or not. They are not mixing about with this showing of the game. Sanford pitches this ball up, drove it straight to mid-off, and took off for the run. Padke goes to 6. Melantha, more aggressive of the 2 batsmen, has 9 of 4 deliveries. Sanford, a deep and a leg for his side is a short fine leg. Check that. It's a left-handed batter, so he has a deep square leg. He has a long off as the 2 men outside the circle. A short fine leg. A first slip, a gully. Sanford to Melantha. Steps his stumps and he pulls it. 1 bounce over the rope. Beautiful Melantha. Adjusting his position to take advantage of Sanford's accuracy. He's been nibbling on or outside off stump. He walks across the off stump and pulls it through mid-wicket. $19 without loss. Here's into Melantha. And it's on the pads. Not even an appeal, but they go for the single anyway. And they're going to go for 2. With the running is resulting in some mishaps on the field. Leg bys. Harry Williams, the captain, behind the stumps, trying to get his team organized. 21 without loss. 14 over match. Reduced because of lightning. Former West Indian bowler Adam Sanford. And it's a slower delivery. Well bowled, but they get the single anyway. They are so quick between the wickets. Sanford hand on hips. Seem to buy a dot ball. So with the right-hander on strike, field adjustments in play. Deep square leg. Long on. That's the two side of the restrictive circle. Sanford to pad. Short and try to through mid wicket. It's in the air and it's going to land safely. That short mid. And they get 2 for their worries. Brilliant piece of running between Malantha and Padke. He pulled it top edge and somehow managed to get. The umpire signaling that that was a short ball, 1 of 2. Last ball of the over. Padke pushes it straight to cover, no run. Finally a dot ball. And at the end of 3 overs, it is 24 for none with 11 overs remaining in this inning.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom.
Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Change of bowling from the northern end. Fort Lauderdale Lions and Omari Williams hide it to bring on Uchval Vinakota, who had a very good spell yesterday against a tough Atlanta Fire. Omari Williams, the wicketkeeper, coming up to the stumps. And the restrictions, the fielder, there's a deep square leg. Sorry, a deep cover. And a long on. Here's Vinakota. And Melantra pushes it to mid-off and they're going to run one anyway. Well, it reminds me of my time playing in my backyard where there was restrictive overs, and every time you push the ball to a fielder, you will take off for a single. But that's what Padke and Melantra are doing right now. No hesitation, bat on ball, and run like your life depends on it. Ujval, Padke. This one is a full delivery, a Yorker dugout. Needed a shovel to take that one out. Score remains 25 for none. And quite asked about the ball after that delivery. Vinakota to Padke. And Padke's bowling. Neck and crop. Padke leaving a huge gap between bat and pad. No footwork. Kota steady, accurate, gets the wicket. And Morrisville Raptors their first 25-for-1. Here it is again. Beautiful delivery. Vinakota off stump. Despite Padke results in his 25-for-1. And coming into the wicket is Obas PNR. Obas PNR, 32 years old, from South Africa. In T20 cricket, he has an average of 20.5 with an average the strike rate 112. So the South African comes in to replace Padke. Tall man PNR. So Vinakota getting the breakthrough. Pinar on strike, his first delivery. Match reduced to 14. And 3 deliveries remaining in the fourth. Fielding adjustments. Cover. Third man went outside of the circle. A short final leg. A short mid-wicket. Regular mid-on, regular mid-off. Short extra cover. Well, an extra cover. Point. And forward point. So 2-point fielders. One backward, one forward. Vinakota to Pinar. And Pinar is back and he cuts straight to points. I think Omari Williams may have done his homework on the South African. Put 2 fielders at point. And then Vinakota is pitching that one stump. Vinakota to Pinar. This one comes back in and a French cut almost pitted onto the stumps. Adam rather has down. And they're going to come back for 3. Fantastic running by Melantha. Pinar was unsure. Melantha was certain. They get 3. Thumbs up from Pinar. So Melantha, right, 15 off of 8 deliveries. Vinakota about to wrap up the 4th over. And he pulls this one beautifully. 1 bounce, 2 bounces into the ropes. Melantha another boundary. Takes his score to 32-for-1 after 4. Only 3 remaining. It was short of a length. He rocked back on the back foot and just pulled it through mid-wicket. He has such good eyes and fast hands, Melantha.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Melantha's back and he's halfway down the wicket. Anytime he puts the bat on ball, Melantha, those legs are pedaling. Mohammed to Melantha. And this one is short and it's whipped just over cover. Will he go to the boundary? Oh, well fielded. Looks like it was Lamont. The left arm orthodox bowler came across and reduced Melantha's shot over cover for 2. Mohammed to Melantha. Melantha punches this one through mid-wicket, using his feet nicely, getting to the pitch of the ball. 4 runs in 4 deliveries. Mohammed to Pinar. Pinar drives, doesn't get all of it. Long on comes in. It's going to be a long single. So with a 14 over match, if you score 10 runs and over, you get to 140. Right now the run rate is at 7.6. Melantha's down the ground and he smashes it beautifully. Long on won't get there. It's 4 more. Melantha in the mood. He's settled in. He got to the pitch of the ball. Beautiful on drive. One of the hardest shots to play in cricket. Gets to the pitch of the ball. No chance for the long on. 4 more. That is the end of the 5th over. It is 41 for 1.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Vinakota comes back into the attack from the northern end. He bowled Padke in his last over to break up the opening partnership, 41 for 1. The 6th over of this 14 over inning. And Pinar just runs that down to third man, gets 1. The beautiful Broward County Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, hosting 2022 Toyota's Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco. This is the 4th match. 2 matches yesterday, 1 played, Atlanta Fire and Fort Lauderdale Lions, and then the 2nd match rained out, and this is the 2nd of a doubleheader today. Vinakota with a slower ball. Melantha was onto it, but long off is there to protect. Just 1. Atlanta Fire winning yesterday's match comfortably. Rakeem Cornwall, 36 and a wicket. And then today, Rakeem Cornwall again for Atlanta Fire, 93 from just over 40 deliveries. Man of the match. In Vinakota. This one is pulled to long on, who has a lot of work to do. Just the 1. So Lareen Melantha, the Sri Lankan, one of the new additions to this Morrisville Raptors team. Morrisville Raptors was once Morrisville Cardinals last year. That changed. And it's a fuller delivery and a beautifully played shot by Melantha. Running it down to third man, seems so in control. And he's lightning quick between the wickets. Morrisville choosing their colors, that dark blue and that green, to represent the Raleigh, North Carolina district. Vinakota, Pinar. And he just paddles it. A sweep shot from outside off stump. And it's 4. Well, a beautiful T20 shot by Pinar, the South African. Just paddle it around from outside off stump. Look at this. The big man put that left foot right across and just paddled it through backward square. 4 more. Nine runs so far in the 6th over. Match reduced to 14. So every run counts. Everyone buckle up. Vinakota. Oh, it's well bowled. Came right back into Pinar and they go for a run, but they don't. Well bowled by Vinakota. And that's the end of the 6th over. 49 for 1.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, तेरे घर लाने का।
Beginning of the 7th over. Mohammed operating from the commentary end. And now he's out of the power play. Has some room to work with his fielders. Long on, long off. Deep cover. Deep in wicket. Deep backward square leg to the left-handed Sri Lankan Malantha. Malantha is down the wicket. It's beaten him. And they're going to get a quick single. Well bowled by Mohammed. Malantha trying to be aggressive, understandably so in the shortened version. Gets away with a leg by. Mohammed to Pinar, who had a 4 in this over. Pinar is down, makes some room for himself. Gets it to mid-off, long off rather. Gets another single. So Pinar has gotten his eyes in, as they would say, and it's getting aggressive. And this man, Malantha, is guns blazing. Malantha is down the wicket again. Gets the bottom part of the bat. Still the single results. So Masood Mohammed from the commentary end. Oh, it's punched away through mid-wicket. Or whipped away, I should say, by Pinar. So because of the lightning warning in Broward County, play has been reduced to 14 overs per side. Score 53 for 1. The wicket of Padke, bowled by Vinakota. Mohammed. And that's whipped away over the ropes and it's a 6. Let's see if the umpire, yep, he gets the call right. Umpire making the right call. Malantha down the track and just whips this one through mid-wicket over the rope. 6 runs. Can't say it was a bad delivery by Mohammed. Maybe he has to pitch this one further outside off stump and have Melantha try to drive the ball through the cover region. And he does just that, but Melantha goes across and gets all of it. Another maximum. Muhammad made the adjustment, pitched it way outside off. Melantha made the room and hits his second six. Look at the footwork by Melantha. And once he gets a hold of it, it's on a flight over the ropes. After 7 overs, 65 for 1. Halfway through the 14-over inning. So a change of bowling from the northern end. Elton Tucker Jr. bowled about 2 overs yesterday against Atlanta Fire. And the tall man bowling to the tall Pinar. Left arm orthodox. And Pinar swings through this one. Short extra covers there. Williams. Tucker. Another well-bowled delivery, and Pinar has got all of it. And it's gone for 6. Too much air, and the South African made no mistake. Going to get some advice from his wicketkeeper Morgan. But here's Tucker Jr. Too much flight, and the big man met him halfway down the track and gave it the maximum. So wicketkeeper Morgan, I believe I was calling him Omari Williams before, but it is Morgan, the opening batter and wicketkeeper for this team, giving Tucker some advice on where to pitch it. How can Tucker recover? Well, he does that by running up twice and stopping his run-up. Oh, and it's gone again. One bounce. Long on is there. Definitely a better line by Tucker. And Pinar immediately comes down the wicket to give some advice to Melantha. Tucker Jr. to Melantha. Oh, and he's whipped it away. The full toss gets the treatment. And Tucker Jr.'s woes continues. Had a rough outing against Atlanta. And he's been met with aggression by both Melantha and Pinar. Full toss. And you don't miss those in this level of cricket. So mid-wicket has been adjusted. You have a deep backward square and a mid-wicket that's a little bit more forward. And Melantha tucks it into that gap and comes back for 2. Great adjustment by the Sri Lankan and good fielding. It was Vinakota out there at mid-wicket. Picked it up with one fluid motion and whipped it in. Takes Melantha to 47. One delivery remaining in the 8th over. He's down the track. It's a flat delivery. It's maybe a leg by. So 14 runs from that over. 8 overs gone. 6 overs to go. 79 for 1. Change of bowling. One of the star players in this league, Roy Silver. Batters you will lay your eyes on east of the Mississippi is going to come into bowl from the commentary end to the Sri Lankan Malantha. Malantha is down the wicket, but Roy Silver reads that and held up the length of his delivery to force Malantha into improvising and only a single. Malantha to 48. And the powerful Pinar, 20 off of 13. The field, a long off, a long on, deep mid-wicket. A deep square leg, short mid-wicket. A deep backward square, short third man, point, deep cover, and a regular extra cover. Roy Silver to Pinar. And Pinar tries to swan as an appeal, but looks like Pinar got some bat onto it. Well, on more than one occasion, the South African has put that left foot outside the line of off stump and tried to paddle that ball to the fine leg or square leg region. And he pulls this one through mid-wicket, looking for two, but they're not going to get it. So the busy Sri Lankan Malantha, 48 from 23, just 2 runs shy of his half century, will certainly have that at the back of his mind. Silva, 4th delivery. And he comes all the way across his stumps to whip it through mid-wicket. Can't seem to find the gaps at the moment. So an excellent over so far by Silva. Had a terrific innings yesterday against Atlanta Fire. The one bright spark for the Lions. Can he follow that up again today against Raptors? Oh, and he's put the bat through it and it's gone a long way. A huge hit by Pinar. Overpitched just a fraction. But Pinar met him outside off stump. He followed him and just put the bat through it over mid-wicket for 6. Silva to Pinar. And here comes that paddle again. Doesn't get that much success from it, Pinar. So 9 runs from that over. 9 overs completed. 88 for 1. 5 overs remaining in this shortened version. Courtesy the lightning strikes in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. We are reduced to a 14 over match per team.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
So, change of bowling from the northern end. Left-arm orthodox Lamont coming back on. Tidy bowler. Not too adventurous with flight and arc. He's more of a defensive type bowler. Bowls it flat and tries to contain the batsman. But if he can contain the young Sri Lankan Malantha, 49 not out from 24 deliveries, he would do well. Lamont, Malantha. Oh, and he's whipped this one. An appeal for LBW and he's out. On 49, Lamont responds a flat delivery like we spoke about. Malantha being aggressive, try to work the ball through backward square and out plumb LBW. Score goes to 88 for 2 now. And that is the prize wicket for the Fort Lauderdale Lions. Look at Malanta come across his stumps to give himself room. It was flat, it was full. Back leg. Chance. Back to the pavilion after a great knock. 49 by the Sri Lankan. So, coming in to the wicket is number 1, Colin Archibald, the wild card, as you would say, for this Morrisville Raptors team. And he comes in after Lamont trapped Melantha, LBW for 49. Archibald's first delivery just works it through mid-on. You know, it's kind of hard in your first delivery to pick up a full toss. I'm sure Archibald will want that one back, but Lamont gets away with it. Colin Archibald, a West Indian cricketer, 25 years of age, from St. Kitts and Nevis. He joins the South African Pinar, 27 not out. And Pinar swings through this one. One bounce to long on. Just a long, loud single. Archibald making his debut in 2020 for the Leeward Islands. And this one is floated up and Lamont hand on head. Kriller though. This one is Archibald, hasn't had his eyes set. And he's being a little bit more aggressive, putting the ball in the air, daring Archibald to go after it. But not this man. Pinar is well set. And he's back and he whips it through mid-wicket. Can he beat the guy out there? He can't. Well fielded. Excellent bit of fielding at deep mid-wicket. Just the 1 run. So far, there's been a wicket and 4 singles. Here's Archibald. And he turns this one off the pads, looking for 2, and they're going to get it. It was between long on and mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, and they come back for 2. Good running. So the end of 10 overs, it's 94 for 2.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Roy Silver returns from the commentary end, bowling to the very dangerous South African Pinar, 32 years of age, and has settled down, had a great partnership with Melantha from Sri Lanka, and now joined by the West Indies youth cricketer Colin Archibald. Here's Roy Silver, and he whips it off his pads, and he's got him. He's out. Well taken in the deep. Another former West Indian player, Adam Sanford, makes a hard catch look easy, and the dangerous Pinar departs to 29. tried to go for the maximum, whipped it off his legs, and Adam Sanford nonchalantly goes up. Roy Silva strayed a bit, and look at Sanford, 3 steps to his left and take a catch. Well, he made it look easy. The 46-year-old still playing at a top level. 94 for 3. Only 4 overs remaining. And Fort Lauderdale Lions are recovering after that partnership between Pinar and Melantha. Both are back in the pavilion. In steps Duvarapu. He joins Colin Archibald. Now the question is, did Archibald cross when the ball was in the air? And he did, which means he will receive this delivery, and Virapu will be on the non-striker's end. So, for the left-handed Archibald, there is a deep cover, long on, deep mid-wicket, and a deep backward square as the 5 men on the boundary. Short third man, point, and an extra cover. And Archibald tries to whip it through mid-wicket, gets the under edge of the bat. Roy Silva bowling a decent line and length. So with the 5 men on the boundary, short fine leg, short third man. And here comes Silva. Back and across and try to run it down to the third man region. And opening batsman / wicketkeeper Morgan. So tidy behind the stumps. And the wicketkeeper, quite rightly, should make some adjustments. Silva to Archibald. Archibald is down the track. Lovely looking cover drive. Had a bit of West Indian flair behind it. So, 10.4 overs gone if you're just joining. 95 for 3. A 14 over match because of lightning in the area. Roy Silva, tidy as can be. As sound as a pound, as they would say in England. Bowling to the new batter, Devarapu. And this one is full and short extra covers there, no run. Silva, last ball, over number 11. It's full and on the pads, and Virapu whips it away. They're going to come back for 2. They do. And the throw is high, but the running is aggressive. So the end of 11 overs, 97 for 3. Only 3 overs remaining in the Morrisville Raptors inning.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So a fun term we like to use in T20 cricket worldwide is something called the overs, which is usually the last 2 to 3 of a match. Well, since this is a 14 over match, they've almost all been death overs. Here's Lamont to Archibald. The ball came onto him quickly, whips it through to deep mid-wicket. So I think this definitely constitutes to be in the death over stage. Last deliveries, 1 gone, 17 to go. The left-arm orthodox Lamont to the right-handed Devarapu. And Devarapu plays across the line, and that ball literally bounced over off stump. You can see the bit of desperation setting into Morrisville And the tight line and length by Lamont. Yep, bounce right over off stump. Oh, and the slower delivery. Oh, and he stumped him. Beautiful work by Morgan at the back. Fantastic bowling by Lamont. The flat delivery, bounced over off stump the delivery before, and then the beautifully flighted delivery down the leg side. Completely comfuffled Devarapu. He goes out for 2. Stumped Morgan, bowled Lamont. Score now 98 for 4. Here's that delivery again. Well flighted, completely caught Devarapu. In between bat and pad, and off to the pavilion he goes. Joining him to the wicket now. 11.3 overs gone. Little bit of pressure mounting. It's Vinod Kumar. Big additions to this Morrisville Raptors team. All-rounder. And he's going to be bowling to he's going to be facing a very confident Lamont. Lamont, Kumar down the track, gets a piece of it, and it's going to be a long single. So a single, a dot ball, a wicket and a single. Lamont coming in at a very crucial time for this Fort Lauderdale team. And putting the shackles right now on the Raptors. Can Archibald break them though? Archibald swings at this one, can't pick it up. Has had a hard time the ball. The young West Indian. And this one, again, from the bottom part of the bat, can't middle it. Gets the single. And it's the end of the 12th over. 100 for 4. Only 12 deliveries remaining in this lightning shortened match.
1, 2, 3.
And the big South African, Pinar, who I believe had 30 odd, has put the Raptors in position to have a very challenging total. Here's Silver from the commentary end. Archibald back and across, and he says one over cover. Not a man move. Cover just stood there in amazement. Archibald gets his first boundary. Can he cut loose in these last 12 deliveries? Use his feet beautifully and just put bat to ball. Cover drive. 104 for 4. 11 deliveries remaining. The field, a long off, deep cover, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and a long on. As Roy Silva is asking deep mid wicket to come in, and his deep square leg to come in, and have his mid wicket come around towards square leg. So the offside of field adjustment, deep square leg comes in, and now there's going to be a deep cover and a deep point to have a lot of protection on that offside. 6 fielders on the offside, 3 on the on. The onside fielders, a short backward square, a deep mid wicket, and a long on. Offside, long off, short extra cover, deep point, a regular point, and a short third man. In comes Silva to Archibald. And Archibald swings through it again, and it's going to go right down the throat of long off. He's out. Well taken by Vinakota. It's never easy out there. And Roy Silver strikes. Archibald looked like he was about to cut loose. He goes, caught Vinakota, bowls Silver for 11. Score goes to 104 for 5. Here's Silver again. Just pitching it up, a slower delivery. Again, Archibald didn't middle it, but right down the throat of Vinakota. Into the wicket comes Sanjay Stanley. He will take strike against Roy Silver. He is as neat as a bowler as he is a batter, Roy Silver. May not be as good a bowler as he is with the bat, but getting the job done from the commentary end. Silver to Stanley. Stanley whips this one, bottom edge of the bat. Doesn't exactly middle it. Stanley off the mark. 9 deliveries remaining. And it's a slower delivery of it. Oh, and he almost held on to it. What an effort by extra cover. It's the captain himself, Omari Williams. Slower delivery by Silver. He played through the line of the ball. And look at this effort. Like a goalkeeper. Saved a certain boundary. Just couldn't hang on to the catch. Oh, on the inside edge. A French cut. And could it be a run out? No, it's not. Safely home. Not the prettiest of singles, but a single nonetheless. Stanley goes to 2. 106 for 5. 7 deliveries remaining for the Morrisville Raptors from North Carolina. Outside off, beautiful drive, but there's maximum protection out there with the deep point and the deep cover. So at the end of 13 overs, it is 108 for 5. Get ready for the last 6 deliveries. Welcome back, Broward County Stadium, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Toyota 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. The last 6 deliveries of this lightning shortened match. If it's not the rain, it is the lightning in Florida. Vinakota, given the responsibility, took a fantastic catch just minutes ago at long off. Steady medium pace up. Coming to bowl to Kanda Swami. Kanda Swami swings this one. It's gone over point. Third man comes across. Can he get there? No, he can't. 4 runs. 4 vital runs for the North Carolina team. The Raptors. Outside off stump. Puts the blade through it. And the square drive earns him 4. So Kanda Swami quickly on to 7 from 4 deliveries. Can he maintain that scoring rate? Vinakota. This one is full outside off stump. Get some batter onto it, and it beats the short third man. They come back for 2. 6 runs from the first 2 deliveries in the last over. Quick reminder, fielding positions, a deep mid-wicket, a long on. That's the 2 men on the onside. A long off, deep cover, deep backward point. Vinakota, a slower ball, and he's hit it. Long off is there. They're only going to get 1, surely. Oh, and they're going to go for 1 for the extra, for the overthrow. An untidy throw from long off. Earns them another run. Well, 8 runs from 3 deliveries. 3 deliveries to go. 116 for 5. Is that enough for 14 overs? Vinakota. Kandaswamy outside off stump, and he cuts it away. Oh, and a misfield. They'll come back for 2. The pressure is on out there. Everything has been. So 2 more to the total. 10 from 4 balls. What a final over this has been so far for the Raptors. Vinakota outside off stump, and that's a wide delivery. You can understand Ujjwal Vinakota's response, getting a little desperate, trying to hide the ball from the advancing batters, and has put it as wide as he possibly could. Wide enough for umpire Joseph to call for the extra run. He'll do it again. Oh, and he's whipped this one. Bounce. Long. He saves the boundary. Well fielded. It's Roy Silver. No, it's Kumar out there at long on. Saved the boundary. Only 2. But still, 13 runs so far with 1 delivery remaining in this inning. Can they get a boundary? Can Vinakota prevent the boundary? And it's gone high in the air. And it's gone for 6. Kandaswamy finishing the inning with a magnificent shot back past the bowler, way over the bowler's head. He got all of it. The side screen is in trouble. Gets the maximum of the last delivery. What a way to finish. 19 runs off the last over, 127 for 5. And that might be just enough for Morrisville to defend. Quick look at the scorecard. Padke had a hard time. 8 runs. Milantha, the Sri Lankan, dynamic, 49. Pinar, the big South African, 29. Great partnership by the 2. Colin Archibald, 11. Duvarapu, 2. And then Kandaswamy, lightning 21 to give this team a very defendable total for 14 overs. Bowling figures. Vinakota roughed up at the end, 1 for 35. Roy Silver, the star with the bat, was also the star with the ball, 2 for 20. Adam Sanford only bowled 2 overs for 9 runs. That was a funny decision, but only 2. And Lamont, 3 overs, 2 for 22, was excellent to keep his team in it. So, 14 over reduced match. And Morrisville Raptors from North Carolina with a fantastic finish to the inning. And it may be enough for a victory. We shall see. Fort Lauderdale next on strike. We'll be back in only moments.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco. You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
Welcome back to this lightning shortened game between Fort Lauderdale Lions, the host, and Morrisville Raptors from North Carolina. We're in Broward County Stadium, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Toyota 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship. Bowler is none other than the West Indian, Colin Archibald. He's going to be bowling to Dean Morgan, the wicketkeeper batter. Morgan scored only 6 runs yesterday. He got caught on the top edge and was caught at square leg off of a corner dry short ball. While his opening partner, Omari Williams, was struck in the face by a corner dry in that very inning yesterday. But new match, new opponents. Let's see how these two opening batters handle Colin Archie. First delivery. Oh, and it's right about middle with the left-hander coming over the wicket. That ball is going to be tucking inside. So Morgan, defensive shot for that first delivery. Just to let everyone know, 129 runs needed in 13.5 overs. And that's right. I did the math in my head, so I know it. 9.3 runs per over. Archibald, quick left-hander. Outside off stump, and Morgan didn't know much about it. First delivery came inside. The second delivery just outside off stump. And it's been a lively first 2 deliveries by Archibald. So even though 127 runs was scored by Morrisville, the DSL method, DLS calculates the 129 for victory. Archibald, and Morgan pushes it through mid-off, through cover rather. No run, another dot ball. Just a reminder, Morrisville scored only 1 run against Adam Sanford in their opening over before the Lightning took everyone off of the field. And so far, Colin Archibald is returning the favor. 3 dot balls to open this inning. On Morgan. Oh, it's an edge and dropped. It was a tough catch at first slip. That ball came with fire and Morgan is off the mark. Archibald bowled this one just outside off stump. Morgan quite rightly with the fielding restrictions. Put the bat behind it, just flashed the blade. Fielder got a hand to it, but still they got 2. Archibald to Morgan, and Morgan drives this one over cover, and it's going down to the boundary. Great bit of fielding, and they get 2 more. Well, what was going to be, or had potential to be, a maiden over, Morgan has now settled, scored 4 runs off. Colin Archibald played for Leeward Islands last year and this year. And he is one of the wild cards for the minor league cricket season. This one is a short delivery, turned around by Morgan. But that short fine leg is there. And that over number 1. 4 without loss. 129 is the total that they need off of only 13 more overs.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So, over number 2, from the commentary end, just 4 runs off the first over. Excellent first 6 deliveries by Colin Archibald. We have Duvarapu, the all-rounder. It's going to bowl some medium pace uphill, as we would say, from the commentary end. Bowling to the captain, Omari Williams. This one is a wide ball outside off stump. Williams looks at the umpire. And that constitutes as a dot ball. Omari Williams, 236 runs last season. Has a +3 run average compared to the rest of the pack. Duvarapu to Williams. And Williams is across, tries to work it through the onside. Tries to whip it off the pads. A bit frustrated with himself, Williams. No signal of a leg by the umpire, so it's going to be 1 run to Williams. Falos. Duvarapu to Morgan. And Morgan has gone after it. It's a leading edge. And it's going to fall safely. Come back for 2. Again, because this is the power play for the first 4 overs, is Morgan playing through the line of the ball, trying to work it on the onside, gets the leading edge over cover. And outside of the circle will be a deep square leg and a third man. The rest of the field, a short fine leg, mid-wicket, mid-on. And this one is down the leg side again. Morgan can't make him pay. Dot ball. On the offside, it's going to be a regular mid-off, an extra cover, point. Bit of a feeling adjustment. Duvarapu once. He's bringing in for the right-hander. He's bringing in the third man and putting 2 men. Deep square leg and a deep mid-wicket. And Morgan pushes that extra cover, gets the single. I think that's smart cricket by Duvarapu. Both of these batters seem inclined to go across the line of the ball to try and get as much runs as they could on the onside. So with the deep mid-wicket and the deep square leg, gives the bowler some sort of protection. Only 4 runs thus far in this over, 8 without loss. Oh, he's bowled him. Ball came right back in. And Omari Williams, off stump, has been rocked back. It came in off the seam dramatically. And Apu makes the breakthrough and gets the prize wicket of one of the most feared batters in this league. Omari Williams departs for one. Fort Lauderdale Lions, after 2 overs, are 8 for 1. Devarapu, beautifully pitched ball on off stump. It comes right back in between bat and pad, and Williams departs.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So with the departure of the captain Omari Williams, bowled by Devarapu for 1, the score 8 for 1. The target 129 to win. 12 overs remaining in this shortened game. We have Roy Silva, the Sri Lankan, who stepped in, 42 years of age, plays for the US national team, and it just epitomizes class. Here's Archibald to Morgan. Oh, and he's pushed that through to cover. Morgan still yet to settle. And the Raptors are doing a great job in this power play. Archibald turns, coming into Morgan, steaming in. And it's a short delivery. Guts his glove and it's gone to first slip. He's out. Nope. Umpire says forearm. You can see Morgan immediately grab it. It was quick. It came onto him in a flash. Great short ball by Archibald. Let's see where this one hits him. Morgan tries to pull it, and it gets the forearm. Good call by the umpire. Never easy to make those decisions in a split second, but he got it right. Well, if Omari Williams wasn't steaming in before, let's see what he does with this delivery. Sorry, Archibald, Colin Archibald. Oh, and this one just goes over just outside off stump. So the young bowler from St. Kitts is bowling with a bit of fire in these overcast conditions. Has only allowed 4 runs so far in his first 9 deliveries. And he's very much the strike bowler for this Raptors team. And this one is just short of a length. Beautifully bowled by Archibald. And tries to go for the run out as well. So Morgan goes to 8. 9 for 1. Omari Williams bowled by Devarapu in the last over. Here's Roy Silva after that fantastic knock yesterday against the number 1 seeded team in the Southern Division, the Atlanta Fire. The Sri Lankan facing the man from St. Kitts. And he pulls this one and it's gone for 4. Very first delivery. Just a fraction short and he turned on it. And is off the mark with a 4. Archibald just a fraction short and Silva just whipped it away. Looks like a Gordon Greenidge pull shot. And if you've ever laid your eyes on a Gordon Greenidge pull shot, you will never forget it. Archibald, last ball of the third over. And Roy Silver pulls it again, and it's between the gap. Square leg comes across. Can he get there? No, he can't. Great effort by the fielder. But it's another 4. And Silver gets 2 in succession. Scores 17 for 1. Another short delivery, and Silver, so adept, middled it. Terrific effort by the deep square leg fielder. And picked up an injury. 17 for 1 after 14 over game. Shortened because of lightning. So, Duverapu coming back up from the commentary ends, and he bowls this to Morgan, pushes it to cover. Silver's not interested. Fort Lauderdale Lions trying to get a victory on their home turf. They began this season 1-6 in 2021, losing their first match to the Atlanta Fire yesterday. Deverapu to Morgan. And Morgan plays through the line of the ball. It's gone over in between mid-wicket and mid-on. Mid-on gets there. Excellent bit of fielding. They come back for 2. It was Pinar, the South African, covering a lot of ground. Overcast conditions in Broward County Stadium. Duvarapu to Morgan. And Morgan starting to get a little bit more comfortable at the crease, keeping the scoreboard ticking. So, 3 runs from 3 balls. Devarapu to Roy Silver. Silver goes after this one. And can he clear it mid-off? And he does. Didn't get all of it. Great bit of fielding to save the boundary. And they pick up 2. It's the other South African, the former international test player. Dave Pete. Silver didn't get all of it, but you can see the intent. And Pete saves the boundary, but not after Silver comes back for 2. Silver on 10 from just 3 deliveries. Faces Devarapu. Oh, and that one just scooted. Didn't get as high as Silver thought. Smile by the Sri Lankan. And we can see Dave Pete at mid-off having a word with the cover fieldsman. So protection on the onside, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, as the only 2 fielders outside the last ball of the power play. Silver is down the track, works it down to square leg, and gets a comfortable single, and he will take the strike in the next over. 24 for 1 after 4. The power play is over.
1, 2, 3.
Well, change of bowling from the northern end. Abraham, otherwise known as Obas Pinar, The very tall South African is going to come to bowl his off spinners. His left arm orthodox, rather. He's going to bowl around the wicket to Roy Silva. And Silva whips it off of his pads. There's a short, fine leg. Just get one. So, fielding update. The power play is now over. So, for the left arm orthodox to the right-hander, on the offside, a deep cover and a long off. On the onside, a long on, deep mid-wicket, and a deep square leg. Those are the 5 players on the boundary. There's a short, fine leg, a short third man, a fly slip, if you will, like a gully fieldsman, and an extra cover. Oh, and Morgan tries to pull this one. I tell you what, Pinar, you think with the short run-up is just bowling some left-arm orthodox, but with that height, can deliver some pace and bounce. Here's Pinar, and this one, oh, and he's got the inner part of the bat, and Pinar, if he held on, would have had a cotton bowl. Played it right back. And second ball, just punched him it off. Long off, rather. Gets one. So 4 deliveries gone, 2 in the over, and Roy Silva thinking about pulling away. Pinar adjusts. These two, what a matchup. Roy Silva, Sri Lanka, Pinar, South Africa. And Silva tries to play across the line. The appeal for LBW. And Pinar can't believe it. Interesting to see that replay. Hit him on the back foot, but didn't hit it outside the line. If the ball came back in and hit him in line, it will be trouble. Ooh, and from this angle, I think the umpire would want to have a replay. The only way he can be not out is if the ball hit him outside the line of off stump. But was it enough? Did it come back enough to hit him in line? Not out the call. And it's the end of 5 overs. 1 for 25. Change of bowling in the commentary end. Captain Pete from South Africa, the South African international, has made the adjustment. And it's going to be the all-rounder, Aditya Padala, coming up the hill from the commentary end. Overcast conditions, clouds gathering, no lightning in the area, so the fielders are safe. Quick fielding update. Long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, and a deep cover, the 5 men on the boundary. Short third man, short fine leg, a regular point and an extra cover. Padala. And it's a slower delivery outside off stump. Silva wants the single and he gets it. Padala bowling left arm over the wicket to the right-hander. Roy Silva, 12 from 8 deliveries. And he's got all of this. It's going to go over long off. It does. When he middles it, it goes a long way, Roy Silva. Just caressed it over long off for the maximum. Pitched up and just put the blade through it. And it sails over long off for 6. Silva now moves to 18, 32 for 1. Fort Lauderdale Lions starting to make a move. Chasing 128 129 for victory. And well bowled by Padala, coming in on the pads of Roy Silva. You can see the smile and the nod of the head by the Sri Lankan. Definitely fooled with the line by the young left-hander. Padala to Silva. And Silva's back. It's a excellently pitched delivery. Great length in that corridor of uncertainty. Silva gets the one. Oh, and outside off stump, and Morgan goes fishing. Well stopped by the Sri Lankan, who's been the star of the show, Malantha, in North Carolina, Morrisville's innings. He's behind his stumps, so active, so lively. Padala. Morgan drives through cover, and he beats cover. But deep cover comes along, and they get two. So the ball played through extra cover. Beat the fielder. Two more to Morgan. He goes to 25. His Padala's ball goes right across the right-hander. Extra cover couldn't get there. Morgan 15 off of 22 deliveries, and that's the end of 6 overs. 35 for 1.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Change of bowling from the northern end. The 7th over. And possibly the oddest measuring of a run-up I've ever seen in my life. Narayan is measuring his run-up to the metric system. Tall leg spinner. And he's going to be bowling to Roy Silva, US international, born in Sri Lanka, 42 years of age. But if you've ever come within the vicinity of this man, you would think he's 32. Star of the show yesterday, despite the losing effort. 19 not out. Here's Narayan. It's a short leg break. Not much turn. Silva can't get the most of it. So the feel for the leg spinner. A deep square leg. Deep mid wicket. A long on the onside. Morgan is back and punches this one past the bowler, and it's between long on and long off for 4. Dean Morgan gets a boundary, a much needed one. He goes to 19, 40 for 1. Little too short from Narayan. And the opening batter rocked back on his back foot and punched it right past the bowler. Here's Narayan bowling to Morgan. And he gets back and he smashes this one to mid-on. Long on, rather. Gets just one. Bit of technical difficulties. Please bear with us. Narayan comes in to Silva. And Silva goes over the top. Long on is there. And the tallest man in the building, Colin Archibald, couldn't hang on to it. Silva gets to 6. He goes to 27. And after 7 overs, 49 for 1. The master at the wicket. The youngster bowling to him. And he played through the line of the ball. Took on long on and cleared him. So, overs are getting shorter halfway through the inning. 7 overs gone. 49 for 1. The target, 127.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Morgan are going to have to cut loose. That being said, there's a bowling change. Abraham Bolsetti. Bolisetti is going to come into commentary end. Bowling to the right-handed Morgan, and the field is such a long off, a deep cover, a third man on the offside. That's the protection to go along with an extra cover and a point. And then on the onside, there is a regular mid-on, a deep mid-wicket, deep square leg to go along with a short fine leg on the onside. Here's Bolsetti bowling to Morgan. Morgan tries to whip it away, and is that going to be a wide? Yes, it is. A bit of a loosener by the youngster. 1 more to the total, and that brings up the 50 for Fort Lauderdale Lions. Toyota 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco at Broward County Stadium. The second match of a doubleheader. Atlanta Fire winning the first. Bolsetti, and this one is down the leg side again. This time it hits the pad and it beats the short fine leg, and that'll go all the way for 4. Not leg buys, it's 4 runs. Bolsetti straight down the leg side. Morgan comes inside and just turns it off the top part of the bat. Score starting to tickle over now. Exactly what the Lions need. Bolsetti resetting. A wide and a 4. Looking to tidy things up. And that's how you tidy it up. Just short of a length. On, middle and off. No chance for Morgan. Run rate required, 11.25. And here comes Bolisetti to Morgan. And Morgan turns this off his hips. So far, 7 in the over. 3 balls remaining. 6 in the over, rather. 3 deliveries remaining. And Morgan has now adjusted. He's taking off the gloves, changing the gloves. That's why there's a short delay. Silva faces Bolisetti. And Silva's back and he whips this one through mid-wicket and it's over mid-wicket. Hits the fence on the full. Roy Silva responding yet again. It was a fraction short. And boy, does he not miss those. Rocks back on the back foot and just whips it through or over mid-wicket with power. After that maximum, Silva goes to 33 off of 15, 61 for 1. And this one on-off stump, punched the point. Good response by Bolisetti. Seems to bowl one good ball, then one bad one. And according to our calculations, Royal Silva will be setting up to hit another boundary. Coming up the hill from the commentary end. Bolisetti to Silva. A short delivery and pull through again, and it's gone. Way fence this time. How dare you, Bolisetti? Short to this man. Second short delivery, 6. But this one was in the meat of the bat. Just opening up the hips. Rocking back on the back foot, the swivel, and the ball ends up over the fence. At the end of 8 overs, 67 for 1. The Lions are making a move.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Welcome back to Broward County Stadium. Toyota 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. We have a lightning shortened match, 14 overs a team. Morrisville Raptors scored 127 in their inning. Fort Lauderdale Lions trying to respond, 67 for 1 after 8. Omari Williams bowled, sent back in the pavilion. And we have the South African coming again from the northern end, down the hill. With that tall body, that height. And he's bowling to Morgan. And Morgan plays through this one and beats him just past the off stump. Quick fielding. Mention to the right-hander, deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep cover. The men on the boundary. Oh, and Morgan again trying to run this through. But Pinar is bowling it flat and tight. And this one is a square drive. Cover comes across. It's going to be a long one. Well played by Morgan, but the protection is there. Pinar to Silva. Silva drives through it, but is beaten all ends up. Awkward customer. Abraham Pinar is certainly going to leave an impression. Played for St. Louis last season. Had some success. And Silva's gone after him. Clears long off and it's into the hill. Roy Silva with the maximum. Pinar just pitched it up a fraction. And the beautiful hands of Roy Silva playing through the line of the ball. Clears long off. Silva again gets back and cuts this time. Point stops it. Excellent feeling, just the one. But that 6 is exactly what the Lions needed. Getting back into the discussion. Run rate 10.8 now required. So the end of 9, 75 for 1. Silver 46, Morgan 27.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So, 9 overs gone. Here's the 10th from the commentary end. Bowling change. And we have the South African former player and by the name of bowling spinners. And this one is flat into Roy Silva. Checks the bat to see if it's broken. Dave Peats playing 9 test matches for South Africa. And his very first delivery of minor league cricket, he breaks the bat of Roy Silva. Well, if that's a sign of things to come from Pete, it could be one heck of a show. So we're just waiting for some bats to come out for Roy Silva to inspect. So he gets his boundary, and this is a look back at some of the boundaries so far. Colin Archibald and Roy Silva just attacking the onside. Anything short. That was 1. This was 2 in succession. Brave bit of fielding. And here's Silva again, going over the top, taking on long off, getting a maximum. Here's Pete into Silva, and Silva's back and pulls this one. And it's gone over mid-wicket. It's gone for 6. Roy Silva's 50 comes up. Another fantastic knock. He points to the badge, the Fort Lauderdale Lions. Another fantastic knock by the Sri Lankan US international. Off of only 22 deliveries. Here's Pete. And it's beautifully bowled. Great response by the South African. Gets the single. 7 so far. Required one weight 10.4. Lions have to get some more production in these last 3 deliveries. Can Morgan be as effective against his spinner? And he's going after it. Beats him again. Morgan having a hard time with his slower bowlers. Dot ball, the enemy of the Lions right now. That's a flighted delivery and it beats Morgan again. Pete adjusting the length and the speed of his deliveries. Last ball of the 10th over. This one is flat and Morgan's got all of it. And he's out. Taken it long on. Fellow South African takes the catch. Pinar makes light work of a tough catch. Pete gets the wicket. And Dean Morgan departs. 27 from 33 balls. Caught Pinar, ball Pete. 82 for 1 after 10. He pitched it up. Went after it, Morgan. Just couldn't clear long on. And into the big hands of Pinar. So with the fall of the second wicket, Morgan gone, in comes in Glenn, Javel Glenn. That was the end of the 10th over. And the man who took the catch is going to bowl the last of his 3 overs. Because of the restricted 14 over match, bowlers can only bowl 3 overs. So this will be the last of Pinar's 3. And he's bowling to an absolute star in Roy Silver. Pinar to Silver. And Silver goes for it. Goes well over extra cover. Another 6. And that's right. The fielder has to scale the fence and go into the meadows. Well, he doesn't waste any opportunity. It was wide of off stump. Just played through it. Just opened up the face of the bat. Over extra cover. Beautifully struck. And this one is shorter. Pinar trying to hide it after that maximum. Shorter delivery, flatter. Silver gets the single. And the left-handed Glenn is going to face the left-handed Pinar. Fielding adjustments are occurring on the offside, short third man, short backward point, a deep point rather, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, and deep mid wicket comes into play here, gets the single. Glenn off the mark. Roy Silver, all the pressure on his shoulders to deliver. And he's going after it this time. Long off is there. Beats long off. Question is, was it a 6 or a 4? Still waiting on the umpire. And it's a 6. Roy Silver. His second 6 of the over. Pinar pitching this one up. Silver drove it right back past the bowler. Just cleared the ropes. If he brings this home, it'll be one of the knocks of the early part of this season. Pinar. Silver goes after it again. Can't get a hold of it. Can't get the elevation that he wanted. So one more delivery remaining. The left-handed Glenn faces. He got a single in his very first ball. A lot of protection on the onside for Pinar. And Glenn goes for it. And this one is gone. Over the fence. On the track, down into the driveway, and it's rolling steadily towards Miami. Another 6. And Glenn, joining Silver, has now brought the Fort Lauderdale Lions within range. Beautifully struck shot. $103 for 2. And that over, 21 runs coming from it. The damage has been done. With 3 overs to go, 26 runs to get. All happening here at Broward County Stadium. 18 deliveries, 26 runs for victory.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your trousseau. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
And with the fast bowler coming in, or the medium pacer rather, Roy Silva has asked for his helmet. As the clouds could gather over the Broward County Stadium, it has hosted 3 matches in the last 2 days, and it's been spectacular. Spectacular standard of play, batting, bowling, and fielding, and the venue has just been picturesque. This venue will host West Indies versus India in August. Get a hold of it, and he's out. Roy Silva departs. Colin Archibald takes the catch. Huge wicket for Morrisville. Can that shift the tide back to the Raptors? It was Kumar, the bowler. Silva trying to make the most of that one. Couldn't get a hold of it. Always threading that line. And Duvarapu gets the prize wicket of Roy Silva, who's gone for 67 off of 28 deliveries. 103 now for 3. 17 deliveries remaining. 26 for victory. Duvarapu in the midst or the beginning of the death overs. The batters did cross when the ball was in the air, which means Glenn, who had a 6 off his last delivery that he faced, is going to face the dangerous Duvarapu. Glenn is back and he just plays through the line. Almost like a tennis shot. Gets a single. And a chance for the new batter, Kiran Kumar, the all-rounder, brought in this season to make an impact on this Fort Lauderdale Lions team. Can he step in this nail-biting situation and deliver the game to the host team? Kumar facing Duvarapu. First delivery. Didn't get all of it. Goes to long on. So for the left-hander, Glenn, there is a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket, a long on, protection on side, offside, a long off cover. Glenn backs away. No appeal. And Glenn is asking the umpire. And the umpire agrees. A wide delivery from Divarapu. Here's the replay. And yes, well past the painted line on the offside. He's going to try it again. Divarapu to Glenn. And again, the same delivery. Again, Glenn asks a question and again gets the response. Second wide delivery in succession. Divarapu trying to hide the ball, but there's a very, very fine line you have to work with. Ooh, and the ball hitting the seam and took it past the line. And the umpire made the correct call. Four runs in the over. And Glenn again at the delivery. But no call from the umpire this time. Divarapu staying consistent outside off stump, forcing Glenn to get power on the offside rather than the onside. It hit the seam, and you can see the off cutter, the leg cutter to the left-hander. Divarapu. Glenn runs it down to third man. Beautifully played. They're forcing him to score on the offside. Glenn obliges, open the face of the bat, and runs it down courtesy or via Brian Lara. And picks up a valuable 4 runs. 4 runs in any format of the game. Just a beautiful cricket shot. $111 for 3. Last ball of the 12th over. And beautifully bowled by Divarapu. Beats the bat. So at the end of 12, just 12 deliveries remaining. 2 overs. Fort Lauderdale Lions need 18 off of those 12 deliveries. And my simple math equals 9 runs per over to win it. 111 for 3. Roy Silva, the prize wicket, got caught by Archibald out in the deep by Divarapu. And speaking about Archibald, Colin Archibald, the opening bowler, the strike bowler for this Raptors team, is going to come in and resume. You can see his captain Pete being very precise on where to pitch that delivery. Quick note on Archibald. Wasn't very successful with the bat when he came into bat in the innings, but scored 100 for the Leeward Islands this season, batting at number 10. So, has now gone into all-rounder style. So, the very quick left-hander coming into bowl to the all-round Kumar. It's full outside off stump, and all Kumar had to do is get his bat onto it, and it's 4. Not the delivery his captain wanted. It was wide, it was full, and Kumar delivered the goods. So what was 18 in 12 now goes to 14 in 11. Fort Lauderdale Lions getting well within range in this 14-over shortened game. Archibald to Kumar. This one is on the par. A huge appeal for LBW. Umpire not interested. Leg by. Ball slanting across the right hander. Did it pitch outside leg stump? It did. So, umpire not interested. Doesn't matter where the ball was going to hit. As long as that ball is pitched outside the line of leg stump, you cannot be giving out LBW. So for the left-hander, on the left-hander, deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on for the onside protection, long off, and there's an adjustment. They bring in the square leg to a regular square leg. So a deep mid-wicket, deep and a long on, protection on the onside. On the off, a long off, deep cover, deep point. Archibald to Glenn. Glenn plays through the line of the ball, right down Pinar's throat. He makes no mistake. Glenn has to depart. That was not Pinar. That was a young leg spinner. Narayan taking the catch. Glenn departs for 12 off of 6. And this game continues to sway from life left to right. Raptors back in it. Archibald pitching this one up. Glenn trying to take on long off. But Narayan making no mistake. 116 for 4. All that matters. 13 runs needed from 9 deliveries. New batter for the Fort Lauderdale Lions. Christopher Lamont, very effective in the dying overs, the death overs against Atlanta Fire yesterday, despite the losing result. But he has proven he's willing to put bat on ball, very aggressive. Umpire making sure Lamont knows that Archibald is coming left arm over the wicket. So a 4, a leg by, and a wicket in this over. 3 balls to go. 13 needed off of 9. Fielding update for the left-hander. A deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on. Onside is protected. On the offside, a long off and a deep cover. Archibald to Lamont. Tries to paddle it and he's bowled him. Well. Very first delivery. Lamont tries to paddle one on off stump. Archibald too straight, too fast. Bowls Lamont, very first ball. And the Raptors have responded. Lamont coming across, trying to paddle it. And rocks back the off stump. Beautifully bowled by Archibald. 5 wickets down, but more importantly, it was a dot ball. And dare I say, Colin Archibald is on a hat-trick. "13 runs needed off of 8 deliveries. A boundary, desperate right now for Fort Lauderdale Lions to bring it within range for the last 6 deliveries. So Vinakota, the all-rounder, had a catch, had a wicket, certainly contributed in the field. Can he contribute with the bat? Pressure situation, Colin Archibald on a hat-trick. After a wide delivery to start the over, has bounced back with accuracy and pace. So for the right-hander, a deep cover, long off on the offside, on the onside, a long on, deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg. Archibald steaming in on a hat-trick. It's full and it's played and it's dug out by Vinakota. But that results in a dot ball. "13 from 7. Can Archibald secure another dot ball? Can Vinakota get a boundary? Wide outside off stump, and it's a wide. Excellent call by the umpire. Archibald can have no complaints. This is what you call a no-doubter. Way outside off stump. And the pressure may be getting to the left-hander. 12 needed from 7. What a match we've had here at the Broward County Stadium. 14 overs reduced. Archibald, Vinakota. It's another full delivery. Driven through the offside. Beats extra cover. Could it get to the boundary? Yes, it does. 4 runs to Vinakota. 4 runs to the total. Archibald, hand on hips. Full delivery outside off stump. Beautifully driven through extra cover. No chance for long off. The end of 13 overs leaves us with 6 deliveries. 8 runs needed to win. Fort Lauderdale Lions are on the cusp of something dramatic. The sun is back out. Does that mean the sun is shining on Fort Lauderdale Lions? Guess who is willing to take the pressure on? Captain Pete, the Test cricketer, has just turned the ball over to his medium pacer, Abraham Bolisetti. A lot of instructions being delivered. Kumar, the all-rounder, brought in to the Lions this season to make an impact. Can he deliver their first win of the season? Sadly for the Raptors, their first game was rained out against the Orlando Galaxy. This game hanging in the balance. Every delivery can sway the result. 6 balls remaining, 8 runs needed. Bolisetti, the field, a long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg on the onside for the protection. On the offside, a third man in case of the edge, and a deep cover for the cover drive. Bolisetti to Kumar. As into Kumar's pads. And he digs it out, and they're thinking of 2, but they get just 1. So 1 run from the first delivery. Bolisetti angling the ball into the pads of Kumar. Now can Vinakota, who hit a 4 off of his last delivery. Beautiful extra cover drive against Archibald. Faces Bolisetti. Pulls away from his stumps. Beautifully bowled by Bolisetti. In the very much the last over, the death over of this innings, he's bowled 2 fantastic Yorkers. 1 on leg stump, 1 on off. They get the single. Score tickles over. 123 for 5. 6 off of 4. Bolisetti roaring in. Kumar pulls away and he gets it. It's over cover and it's gone for 6 to finish the match. Kumar has taken the Bulls by the horn, pulls away from his stumps and hits the ball over cover to finish this match with 1 stroke. And the Fort Lauderdale Lions have defeated the Morrisville Raptors in a 14-over match in Broward County Stadium to win by 5 wickets in dramatic fashion. The all-rounder brought in, Kiran Kumar, delivers the goods emphatically with a 6-over extra cover. And what a way to finish the very first weekend in Minor League Cricket 2022. A quick look at the scoreboard. That man, Roy Silver, the star of the show. Dean Morgan supported him. But Kiran Kumar finished it off with a flurry with 12 runs and a huge 6 to take the pressure off of his team. Needed 6 runs after the last 4 balls. He finished it with 1 stroke. Bowling figures, Colin Archibald, 2 for 22 from his 3. Divarapu was excellent, 2 for 18 from his 3. Pinar, 31 from 3. And the rest of the bowlers chipped in. But what an outing. What a match. 14 overs. Fort Lauderdale Lions get their first victory. Here are the stars of the show. Malantha, 49 from 25. And Pinar did the job for the Morrisville Raptors. And then Roy Silver, just amazing. Bat and ball. Got 2 wickets with the ball. 67 from 28. Undoubtedly the man of the match. Morgan chipping in at 27 and Kumar with the big hit. So Roy Silver, Fort Lauderdale Lions secure the very first victory for the host team. And that's it for the Toyota 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship opening weekend in Fort Lauderdale. My name is Ryan Davis. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of our production team, thank you and good night.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.